We bought this deck of cards with all the national parks, and we thought it'd be a fun way to go through and rate them all. So we're gonna each of us is gonna rate the park 1 through 5. There's 27 parks, and we're gonna try and use up like 5 of our 5 stars, 5 of our 4 stars, and not just say that everything was amazing. So, all right. So think of your top 5 parks. That's where you'll use the 5 stars. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This is near our house. We've been to many times. I'm gonna say this is 4 stars for me. What about you, Bex? Or just say that whenever you've decided.
Wait, is 3 the middle?
3's the middle. 5 would be your all-time favorite. 1 would be some of your least favorite.
Maybe 2 or 3.
Okay, Petey?
I'd say I'll go for 4.
4. 4.
4.
Okay. Badlands.
Ooh.
So we were there a couple days ago.
4 or 5.
4 or 5? Liked it that much? I would say 2 or 3 for me.
What? Becca?
She said 4 or 5.
We'll do 2. 2.
2.
Okay, Grand Canyon. Do you remember that, Paul?
Wait.
When we went and saw it in the Sonoran Desert, Grand Canyon National Park.
Wait. Was that where we had the hotel?
Yeah.
Maybe like 2 or 3, maybe.
2 or 3.
I'd say 3. I'll go 3.
3.
I really like the pool.
I would say 2. I hiked all the way to the bottom of the canyon and back up, but that was alone. As a family, just looking at it, I would call it a 2. Mount Rainier.
This might not be such a fair answer.
Yeah, we didn't get to see it because
Maybe
it
it's
was
not
covered in
such a-
clouds the whole time.
Not 1.
1. Okay.
Maybe 1 or 2.
1.
Because we didn't see
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
I would say. Go ahead.
I feel like it's a 5. We just didn't see the mountain. It felt like this amazing place that you just were like, oh.
Yeah, we didn't see the mountain at all because of the clouds.
One of the things
I would say 1. Okay.
of the things
Petrified
I-
Forest.
Ooh, that's a nice. Oh dear. I'll go for 2. Maybe I'll do 3. 3. I really liked the wind.
The wind. Yeah, the wind was really great.
If you have those calls,
All right.
2
all
or
right.
3.
2 or 3. Okay, Mama.
2 or 3.
That's a 1 for me.
I'd say a 1 or 2. Yeah, I mean, when we say 1, we're not saying it's a bad park. We're saying that out of 27 parks, if we prioritize them, they can't all be 5s.
It's
Okay,
more like
fine, I guess,
1
like,
you
here,
just go to
then-
for like a part of a day.
Let's
All right, Zion National Park.
let's go. I'll rate that as how about 3. 3. 4. 3 or 4 maybe.
Okay.
5.
5 for me too. I can't pause it, Becky. What is it?
Kings Canyon.
Do you think we can do like which
Let's
one
see.
we go back to? Okay.
Kings Canyon. So Kings Canyon is where the submarine tree
5.
is. 5.
5.
But there's other ones. What I'm gonna say 5 too.
That's fine. You get 5 or 6 5s. Yep. Bex?
Maybe 5 or 3.
Okay. 5 or 3. Okay. I would say 4 for me. We have some very special memories there as a family. Sequoia, the brother to Kings Canyon.
5. 5. The same as earlier. 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. Well, you can't say a 3, 4, or a 5. That's a little too broad. I would say 4 again. Jill?
Yeah. 4 and
Canyonlands.
Did we do a lot of things there?
Well, that was where we had the campsite with the huge rock behind us, and we went up and looked at the stars.
I'll go for 4. 3.
3. What about you, Bex?
3.
What do you think?
3 or 4 maybe.
3 or 4? I would say 4.
I'll say if we could go back to that, let's go back.
Crater Lake.
Ooh. I'll call that a 3. 3. If we're gonna go back, if we decide.
No, just rate it.
No, what? 2. 2 or 3 maybe. I love 3.
I would say 1.
I would also say 1.
I said 2.
Yosemite.
Oh, 5.
5 for me.
Yeah.
5 for me too.
Because we didn't get to
I will
see
say we were pre-season. We were there on May 8th.
and we didn't get
And
to
hold
see.
on. We were there on May 8th before the crowds were bad. And I've heard the crowds can ruin it. So maybe that's worth mentioning.
And next time if we ever go there again, I want to see the sequoia patch trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the sequoia trees in Yosemite because we had just left Sequoia National Park. All right, great sand dunes.
Maybe 1 or 2. 2.
2.
We had a great time there, but also a 2 amongst all these other amazing parks. Olympic. That's where we saw the otter and the sea star. 5.
Maybe 4.
Because we played a game, run out to sea, and then
Yeah, the kids really enjoyed the ocean.
And then a little wave came, and then a ginormous one.
Yep.
We're like,
What about you, Petey?
4.
4?
4 maybe.
Shell?
3.
3? I would say 4. Pushing 5 for me. Bryce Canyon. Hoodoos.
We did the night hike and the day hike. I'll go for
Last year we did a day hike. This year we did a night
I'll
hike.
say 3, 2 or 3 maybe. 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say 2.
Shell?
I love that place.
I know you do.
Probably a 3.
Yeah. I'd say a 2 or 3.
I said 3.
North Cascades.
Where was not that? Fair, because all we did was stay in the campsite.
Well, that's not true. We drove the whole road. We checked out the water and stuff.
I guess. Maybe 1 or 2 maybe.
Yeah.
1.
I'd say it was 1 for me. I was really disappointed to see that the main feature, Diablo Lake, was dammed and there was power lines going everywhere, and it felt like a beautiful place, but it broke the rules of a national park. Mesa Verde.
Oh yeah. Maybe like now since we've been there, like we've done the tours, so there's maybe not that much to do anymore.
But we're not rating whether or not we want to go back. We're just saying, as a park, you've been to 27 parks. Where does this rank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 for you kids?
Maybe 2 or 3.
2. Shell?
Probably 2.
Yeah, probably 2 for me too. It's great to see. Grand Tetons. We were here 5 nights last year. Freezing cold at night, 20 degrees, all 5 nights. Inspiration Point, Marmots, Jenny Lake.
1 or 2. 1 or 2 maybe. Maybe only 1. Close.
Yep, it's okay to have different opinions. Shell?
I have to think of 4, even though it was too cold when we were
Yeah.
there. Like, I think it's a really cool.
If there
Yeah.
wasn't
I-
that
I would
hike,
I would say it's a-
doesn't matter if it's cold.
Yeah, I would say a 3 for me. It was tough.
I'm going
It was
for
a tough
2.
experience, but it's a great park. All right, Theodore Roosevelt, where we were yesterday.
1. Easy 1.
Yeah,
1.
1. Sorry, Teddy. It's maybe not fair, but
Yeah.
park number 20 of 20 is pretty underwhelming. Joshua Tree.
Maybe around 3, 2, 4.
4.
2.
I would say 2. The climbing we did there was special, but it also cost $650.
You didn't do so much. We did.
I let you kids do a lot. That's true. Yellowstone.
2. Oh, for 2 or 3. 2 or 1.
Shell?
Wait, I saw
1 or
the.
2.
Yeah, 1 or 2 for me.
Yeah.
Yellowstone is very much like a.
We saw bison.
Yellowstone is very much a look and see park. It's like jump out of the car, look and see, take a picture, jump in the car, jump out of the car, look and see. And that's just not what we like as a family. We like interacting and touching and climbing. And there is some of that in the north, so from what we've heard, but we didn't do it. And it feels very overdeveloped, very touristy, but one of the most well known, and it is amazing. All right, Redwoods.
I'll call that for a 2 or 3, I think. Maybe 2 or 3. 3. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I would have to say a 1. It didn't feel like a national park to me because you were in all the towns.
But
But the trees are beautiful. I mean,
2. I'd say
Yeah.
2.
I would say a 1 or 2 for me. The trees are amazing, but it felt like a scenic byway. and
like both
and the
of them.
tourist towns were kind of overdeveloped and kind of made it feel like a commercialized place.
And there are all the stumps that we could play on.
Yeah. All right, Rocky Mountain National Park.
Rocky.
That's where we went to Sky Pond, the big hike, and we climbed the waterfall.
I'll call that 2 or 3. 2 or 3 maybe.
Come on.
2 or 3 or 1 maybe.
I think it's a 4 or a 5 for me.
Yeah.
I really liked it there.
5. I'll go with 3. I might not remember.
I'd call it a 4. The one thing Rocky, I would say, is missing is there's nothing in Rocky Mountain that feels like otherworldly. It feels like a very standard set of mountains and valleys and rivers, whereas like Glacier and Sequoia and Redwood and Hoodoos, they all feel like, wow, I've never seen that before on Earth. And Rocky Mountain is missing that. Otherwise, it'd be a 5. Glacier.
No, 5. 5. 4 or 3.
5.
5 for me. Glacier is probably my favorite park these days.
Everyone should do 5.
Death Valley.
I'll do 2. Is that where we climbed the ginormous big mountain?
No, Death Valley is where we went last year, where you did tag at Badwater Basin,
That was salty.
a salty place.
That was Death Valley and was.
I would say for me it was
I was
it's
splitting.
yeah,
Probably a 1, 2.
Yeah.
one or a 2.
Yeah.
So cool to see. But
Yeah.
it definitely can.
There was a hike we got to do. I loved it.
All right, Wind Cave,
I-
Wind Cave, Wind Cave.
If we got kind of a little not fair.
Yep,
I'll go with
agreed.
2 because of the prairies. That was also like all
Prairie
the.
dogs.
Yeah, that was 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah.
But if I would say 3 because we saw all the animals. If we saw the cave, probably 5.
Okay.
If we saw the cave, maybe
Yeah.
4.
2 for me, I think.
2.
Black Canyon of the Gunnison.
I'd call that a 1 or 2. It's kind of not fair. We didn't get to go down to the canyon.
All right, what's your rating, bud?
1 or 2 maybe. No, 1 or 3.
3.
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2 for me as well.
Last
Last one. Anyone have a guess of what the last one is?
Yosemite. Oh no.
Oh, well done. Arches. All right, what's your rating for Arches?
5.
You really liked it there, didn't you?
I'd call it a 3 or 4. We got to do the picture, and I was very hungry, and then got my hunger over it.
Okay. So Paul was hungry and got a meal, so it gets a 5. What do you think, Shell?
I think a 4.
Yeah.
4.
I think 4 for me. I think that one thing to remember about Arches is that there's a very big town nearby, Moab, and so it feels very touristy. And there's a lot of people in Arches who I think don't normally go to national parks and don't really care about nature so much, but since they're in Moab, they do it. So it has a different vibe, I think. It is really cool. Feels like you're on Mars.
And you could, if it was cooler, doing more of the hikes deeper in I feel like would be really awesome.
It's also really great. The kids really enjoyed climbing on those.
If
So
it was on Mars, it would. If it was a really big bowl, it would be like a big handle.
Yep. All right. Let's answer the question. Let's answer 3 questions. What do you think is your favorite park? What was your favorite experience this time around? Just this time
this
around.
park?
This trip. And what park are you most excited to go back to?
Can I have park? Can I have favorite park? Badlands maybe. Favorite park is Yosemite.
Hold on. How about we cut this off? We'll do it on another video.